Hey guys! Yes, I'm alive. Who would have thought, right? I know I have not vlogged in many months. I have not vlogged since February, and I just wanted to kind of sit down with you and kind of have a chit chat video with you instead of a typical vlog and kind of talk about where I've been the past couple of months. I don't know if you can notice behind me, but I'm actually not at my old house. Basically, I'm gonna show you a quick video as to why I decided to move. So basically, yeah, I moved because my roommate got a job promotion, and she found out about this job promotion the beginning of February. So pretty much right after my last vlog. I think like maybe like the next day or something like that, or very close to that last vlog, she told me that she got the job offer. Going back, so she told me about this job opportunity in like, I think January, the beginning of January. And she's just like, I don't know. What do you think about it? I said, go for it. I mean, the worst they can say is no. And she's like, I really don't think that they're going to hire me for the job because, I live in Seattle and they would have to relocate me to Utah. She ended up applying for it, and then like I said, we didn't mention anything about it because, like I said, we were pretty sure she wasn't even going to get the job anyway. Fast forward a couple of weeks to, like I said, a couple of days after that last vlog that I posted, I came home from work and she said, so, we need to have a talk. And I was like, okay. And so she said, well, they tentatively offered me the job. And I was like, okay. And she's like, I haven't told anybody yet. I haven't told my family yet. I haven't told anybody. I wanted to tell you first because obviously this decision affects you, whether or not I'm going to take this job. Next day, I talked to my mom about it. My mom said, you have lots of options. You could either stay in that apartment and find another roommate. You can find somewhere else to live. You have lots and lots of options. And she's like, well, why don't you talk about moving down with her? And I was like, what? I didn't think about bringing that up with my roommate because, she is starting this new chapter in her life, possibly moving to Utah, and I wasn't sure whether or not she wanted me in that next chapter of her life. And she never thought to bring it up with me because, I have such roots in Seattle. All my family lives in Seattle. The kids live in Seattle. My parents live in Seattle. My sister lives in Seattle. Like, my whole entire family lives in Seattle. And so she didn't even think to bring up with me, like, well, what about maybe moving with me? Anyway, so I came home from work that day, and I said, told her what my mom said, and I said, my mom suggested moving with you. And she's like, would you? And I kind of looked at her like, are you for sure? Are you, like, really wanting me to move with you? And so anyway, so we started talking about it, and we started looking at apartments that night. Bear in mind that we hadn't made a, for real decision. She hadn't even accepted the job offer yet. She had just been offered the job, and they said, take some time, think about it. We were looking at places, and like I said, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is just happening so fast. And anyway, we found this place that we loved, and it was a townhouse, and it was a 2-level. Both bedrooms were upstairs. It's 2.5 baths, so each bedroom had their own bathroom, and downstairs had a powder room. Totally fell in love with it. And anyway, so like I said, bear in mind, she has not made a decision yet. So I was going back and forth between the decision, and I, like I said, hadn't made a decision. I wasn't sure if I was going to or not. And then I talked to my mom one more time about it, and because my mom was kind of giving me mixed signals, like, what, like, oh, I think, it's a great idea. I think that this would be really good for you. So at the same time, she was also saying, well, keep your options open, da 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 da. I was like, Mom, you're confusing me here. And so I finally, like, straight up asked her, I was like, Mom, what do you think? Like, what are you thinking? She said, Julie, I think this would be a great opportunity for you. I think this would be a chance for you to spread your wings and fly, to gain some new experiences. You've never lived outside of Seattle. You never lived far away from us. And I think this would be a great growing experience for you. All I want as a parent is to see my children gain new experiences and to spread their wings and fly. And so that kind of solidified a decision for me. And my roommate had also said, Julie, I really want you to move down with me, and I think this would be a great opportunity for you too. And so she's like, if you come down with me, and after our lease, if you are completely unhappy, I will help you move back home. Just like I said, it kind of solidified the decision for me. And so that Monday, I made the decision to go. She accepted the job offer, and lo and behold, it has been a whirlwind ever since. Prior to her finding out about this job and prior to her accepting this job, we had renewed our lease to our apartment in Seattle. We're like, oh my gosh, like, what are we gonna do? We asked our apartment, can we sublet the apartment? And they said no, but you can try and find somebody to take over our lease. Now, bear in mind, like, after we made the decision, we decided that we weren't going to tell our friends or anything, or announce it really until a little bit later, because we didn't want our friends that were in Seattle to kind of act weird around us. Bear in mind, this decision was made around the end of February. And so I decided to tell James, Sam, and Maria on James's birthday. And James's birthday is on March 1st. So that's when I told James, Sam, and Maria that I was leaving. I obviously told my my family, of course. But anyway, so like I said, we were going back to our apartment. Sorry, I'm just rambling. I'm really sorry. So like I said, going back to the apartment, we asked if we could find somebody to if we could sublet our apartment, and they said no, but you can try and find somebody to take over your lease. So we spent all of March, because after she accepted the job offer, her work here and where she was getting the job promotion were kind of like discussing when they wanted my roommate in Salt Lake. They decided that they wanted her in Salt Lake by April 11th. That was her start date here. Bear in mind, we had only a month to try and find somebody to take over our lease. I was going crazy trying to advertise on Craigslist, setting up appointments to come and view our apartment, and unfortunately we weren't able to get anybody to take over our lease, because granted, our apartment was really nice, and we were trying to explain, like, it's so much better getting the lease through us than going through the complex and all this stuff. But like I said, unfortunately we were unsuccessful. In the meantime, a roommate flew down to Utah about mid-March to kind of look at places. The first place she saw was the place that was the townhouse that we both fell in love with. And then she saw a couple of other places, and anyway, so the townhouse, apparently, like I said, I didn't ever see the townhouse. She called me and said the townhouse is just super, super small. It's a lot smaller than it really looks online. And I was like, okay. But then she's like, there's this other place that I found, and it is a beautiful apartment. Like, the closets are amazing. The rooms are amazing. What do you think? And so we were kind of tossing back and forth. I told her, well, the only thing that I'm sad about the new place is that I don't have my own bathroom. What I was really looking forward to in the townhouse was actually, like I said, both of our bedrooms were upstairs. Both rooms had their own en-suites. So, and the guest areas were downstairs. I liked that I had my own space, I had my own bathroom, no guest had to use my bathroom, and so that was the only thing I was disappointed about. But we decided to go with the other place because it was a lot bigger, and it wasn't actually in a better area than where the townhouse was. I will eventually give you guys a tour of the apartment once we finalize getting the apartment put together. My room is pretty much done. There's still little tweaks here and there. So this has been a whirlwind few months trying to get all this stuff figured out. Like I said, unfortunately, we couldn't find anybody to break our lease, or to take over our lease, so we were kind of stressing out as to how we were going to pay to break our lease. Fortunately, my mom said, you know, I'm actually in a financial position right now that I can help you guys break your lease. So she helped pay to break our lease, and anyway, it was just a long story. Anyway, so like I said, fast forward to April. We moved here in April. She started her job, and also at the same time, I ended up, of course, quitting my job in Seattle. And so we, like I said, it is now May 11th. So we've actually been it's actually May 10th. We've actually been in Utah now for 1 month. Since we've been here, it has been crazy, crazy, crazy. Like I said, just trying to get our apartment put together. The past 2 weeks, we went to Idaho to visit with her family for 2 weeks in April. So ever since we've been in Utah, we've just been go, 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 go. In the meantime, since when we've been here, I've been doing some job searching. Just been crazy, crazy, crazy busy. So now, like I said, I think we are now a month later, finally kind of settling down and in our place. And I actually was offered a job at a vet clinic as a receptionist. I am going to be making a lot more than I was in Seattle, and so I'm just very, very excited. I actually just accepted the job just very recently. I think that's about it. Like I said, I know this has been a very mixed up, crazy, all over the place type of video, but I just wanted to sit down with you and chit chat with you as to what has been going on, where I've been the last few months. It has been, like I said, a very whirlwind, crazy, oh my gosh, like my head was spinning couple of months with just trying to figure out getting our apartment leased out, and with the move and trying to find a place in Utah. Like I said, wanted to sit down with you guys and let you know where I've been and what's been going on. I still want to vlog. I still want to share my adventures now in Utah. But like I said, it's just been so crazy that I have not even had a chance to even really, like I said, sit down and chat with you guys until today to let you guys know where I've been, what I've been doing. But anyways, I'm hoping to start vlogging again in the next couple of weeks, maybe sooner, maybe later. I don't know. When I finally learn my new work schedule and everything, then hopefully I can start vlogging again. But anyways, I'm sorry for my rambling. I'm going to end this now. I think that's all I have to say. I want to thank you guys all for sticking by me and staying subscribed to my channel, even though I haven't really put up any content lately. I think I'm done rambling. I'm going to end this video, and I will chat with you guys later. Bye!